Hey YouTube, what's up? TheAMoutdoorsmen here again today. Today's going to be a video on my coyote hunting gear and stuff I use that's under $100, discluding the gun that I use. So with these two things you can call in a coyote, but with the gun it's going to be a lot more money depending on what you use. So let's get straight into the video and I'll show you guys what I use and what actually works. Here I've got the Coyote Set Call. I forget the exact name. It's an electronic predator call and it has 12 different settings on it for calls. So as you can see, it's very nice. This was under $50. It was a $46 call. On the side here, it takes, I believe, 12-volt batteries or AA, one of those. And then here you've got it's wireless, fully wireless. So for a really good deal, it's wireless and it works great. I'm going to tell you a little story that happened 2 nights ago. My grandparents are in from New York. I go hunting out there. I got my buck this year. So we decided to sit out right in my backyard, and we were sitting and we used this call right here. We heard 2 howling that way. So we were sitting, here's where the call was set up. Here's where I was sitting. Here's my house. Here's my neighbor's house. So the call was here. We were sitting here. And we were calling for about 5 minutes, and then I heard running coming from here. They were in my neighbor's yard, and they ended up coming straight behind us. So too badly, we weren't able to get a shot. They came, we weren't expecting them. I heard them, they came right in. 2 coyotes came right behind us within 15 feet. So that's the story to tell you guys this works. Also, I went to New York last year. We went coyote hunting. It was the same call, called the coyote right in and got it. So this call works and it's $50. People go out there, buy 4 gigabyte calls. We have to download them for $600. So for a good deal, get this Coyote Set Call on coyotesetgamecalls.com. So as you can see here, it's got this little side plate for the handle. When you go set it out, you got the on switch there. You've got this here, and this goes up to very, very far. I don't know how the exact. Then you pull this out here, and on this switch here, you've got your calls, your volume, and your stop button. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna open this up. It's very loud. I'll do it on the low setting now, just so you guys can hear it. I'll do my favorite, and you can do 2 calls at once. So my favorite is the cottontail and jackrabbit mixed together, and the cottontail and crow. I'll show you guys all my favorites. So let's start out with the cottontail and jackrabbit. Sounds great. Gets the dogs going probably, but sounds really good with each other. So let's stop that. Then we're going to do cottontail and crow. This is what got them in last time. There we go. If you can hear that sounds awesome. So now something that really gets the coyotes angry and makes them want to come in is they're very territorial. They keep their area and they want it. So what I like to do sometimes, if it's kind of hard, I'll do a coyote howl or a coyote male, which is the 2 right there. There's a bunch of them. And I'll also do that with a cottontail, making it seem like they're on their turf eating their food. So we'll do this here, coyote, with a cottontail distress. It sounds great. Now, these are very good calls. Now, if you're going, they have everything too. They have bobcat. I'll go through each one for you guys. They have coyote female, coyote howl, coyote male, cottontail distress, bobcat adult, coyote pup in distress, fawn distress, gray fox distress, jackrabbit distress, woodpecker distress, raccoon distress, and crow baby distress. So they have a bunch of distress calls that sound really great and get those coyotes moving in. So there's the call I use no matter what. I'm never going to buy another call, and this one works great. And it works up to very far, and it works in cold conditions. So then what you're going to do is, one thing for you guys, coyotes are very smart. One way I lost one time is they saw this red light. Even though they say they can't see red, they're smart and they saw this red light and he ran right off. So what you're going to do is I like to hide it in between my my shooting bag for my bow and a blank, like a tarp, so they can't see that. So there's the call I use. Here I've got the quiver critter made by Edge. And this is the best thing I've found. Now this looks the most realistic and it's the cheapest that I found. This is a $29 decoy here. And what comes on it is you've got this here, then you've got this piece that comes out here. And the nice thing about it that makes it really move is this piece is free. So this piece isn't going to be caught on something. So let's go straight into here. You can also do this on the ground. But all you do is you take this stake, stick it in the ground, and then you have a switch key here. Let me see if I can find it. It's right back here somewhere. I lost it. There we go. So as you can see there, this is going to be staked in the ground. And when you have that cottontail in distress going, this thing will be moving like this, like an injured rabbit, which makes it look really good and gets those coyotes even coming in more. So you don't need to put the call where you want to find them or where you want to put them. You put the call where you want it. You put this where you want the coyotes to come. This works great, and this has got the coyotes in many times before. It's the Quiver Critter by Edge. You have to go check them out at, just look up the Quiver Critter on Amazon or anything. I got this at Dick's. But as you can see, it's got the most live action. It's got the perfect tail, the perfect fur tone. It's got the white on the back for its tail, and it's got the white ears and everything, and it works great. It even has live-like eyes. So we're going to turn this off here. And one thing I have to tell you guys, the batteries will fall out. But my grandpa showed me this. I guess I didn't look good enough. What it's got in here is, this is the battery package. It's 2 AA's. You're going to see this here. It's made by magnets that spins it around. But there's things that go over the batteries in there, guys. There's these little plastic things that will go over the batteries, if you can see there. And there, this really helped me out because I was wondering why it wasn't working. It's because the batteries will fall out from the action of the magnet. So you put those things over it and it solves the problem right away. This does work in cold conditions too, guys. So if you're out there in cold conditions going for those big old coyotes, this is the decoy for you. And it's a lot better than those other decoys that cost actually more, that just show the white moving. This actually looks like a rabbit that is getting injured. It's injured or got in distress. So there's the two things that bring them in. If you put this and this together, you've got an awesome setup, and you'll get those coyotes in for under $100. Now comes the expensive part, the gun. Now most people are going to be using a 223 or something. I use an air gun, guys. I use the Benjamin Marauder in 25 caliber. Gets them down right away, and then right behind the ear and the heart. They're not going anything but 50 yards in the heart. If you hit them right behind the ear, which is my preferable thing, they're going nowhere. What I like to use with that is the JSB Diablo Exacts in 25 caliber. Here I've got my gun. The scope I like to use for pretty much everything, but this is a very good coyote scope, is the Tech Force Venturi. It's an awesome, it's 4-12 by 40. It costs $109, and it's the best air gun scope they have in the market. It goes very far. You can shoot very far. Then I also use Caldwell bipod in camo to get those coyotes also. But if you're going to go coyote hunting and you don't want to spend the amount on a rifle, get this. This thing brings them down. This thing brings down any big game you want. Hogs, whatever. This will bring down a coyote just like an actual rifle would. Maybe if you're not shooting long, really long, 300-yard range, but within 100, 150 yards, this will bring down a coyote like that. He's not going anywhere. So, some tips and tricks. Bring this out, set up your coyote call, get your gun ready, and you'll get them like that. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. More videos coming soon. Christmas Eve. I wish you all a Merry Christmas. Catch you guys later.